Why are EV owners moving out of their apartment? Electric vehicles are gaining traction, but for apartment residents with EV, a key question remains. Can you comfortably own an EV without a home charging station? While some EV owners manage just fine, the lack of convenient charging can be a hurdle for others. If you are an EV owner, then you're sure to relate to the happenings in EV charging and insurance. EV owners all around the world have always been subjected to this dilemma of where to charge their EVs, because gas outlets are practically everywhere, unless you live in a country. Most car buyers almost never think about where they'll refill while they're shopping for a vehicle. However, one of the most important aspects of owning an electric vehicle for consumers today is where to charge them. There are thoughts in your minds running now regarding this issue. Charging today is as important as any other decision you make regarding purchasing an electric vehicle. Installing a level 2, 240-volt charger in your driveway or garage lets you top off the electric vehicle's battery every night if necessary if you own a home. However, you're not as lucky if you're one of the 36% of Americans who, according to the most recent US Census, reside in multi-unit housing like apartment or condominiums. None are perfect in comparison to home EV charging. They are usually expensive, inconvenient, or both, and they act as obstacles to EV ownership for tenants in multi-unit buildings. Lithium-ion batteries, the heart of the EVs, pose a significant fire hazard. Many insurance companies are wary of approving charging in enclosed spaces like underground parking lots. In fact, fire safety regulations for installing EV chargers in apartments are becoming stricter. Retrofitting existing buildings can be expensive due to the need for upgraded fire suspension system. These factors combine to make insurance companies hesitant to cover potential fire damage from EV charging in apartments. According to a 2022 survey, worries about charging costs over 40% of consumers to wait to purchase an EV until they own their garage. Furthermore, according to a study of Californians who bought EVs between 2012 and 2018, 70% of them didn't have access to level 2 charging at their place of employment or residence, and 1 in 5 of them switched back to a gas-powered car because charging was inconvenient. One of these policy considerations is the development of legislation intended to make charger installation easier for condo owners and renters. At the moment, 9 states have right to charge laws requiring installation of an EV charger is permitted within an owner's unit or a designated parking space, or at a parking space allocated for the DC. Have you ever considered the potential dangers of EV charging? While the environmental benefits are undeniable, these can be as dangerous as any other vehicles that uses gases or fuel. Charging an EV is one major area where everything is not under the control of the vehicle's user. When charging an EV, hundreds of things can go wrong. You must be wondering how this is even possible. But then, anything is possible in this world. Right now, everyone, including you and all of us, thinks EVs are the future, as they offer a much better world. There is now more choice than ever for businesses looking to shift to a cleaner, greener, and a more sustainable transportation for their employees, as the number of electric vehicles on the road is rising and soon threatens to overtake sales on gas-powered vehicles. The current lack of infrastructure to support this emerging technology of EVs is a contributing problem. You must be thinking that if a charging station is not in views of thieves, then your EV is safe. Actually, there are a lot more reasons why EV charging has recently become risky. You won't believe some of the reasons why charging an EV in the street is dangerous. What are they? All of us knows that primarily current is required for charging EVs. The high voltages required to charge electric vehicles. An AC charger needs 110 to 240 volt, make users adjust to the current when plugging in, unplugging, and handling cables when charging their cars at home or a public station. The risk of electric shock can be increased by damage to capable and charging equipment, including weather-related events, dragging, and wear and tear on plugs and wires. In addition, cover thefts and vandalism can occur at public charging stations, leaving exposed wiring that results in harm or even death. You must have noted that sometimes when an EV is capped for charging, it is required to link the operation systems of the EV and the charging station for a better driving experience. EVs frequently rely on data, software, sensors, and artificial intelligence. Due to this connectivity, additional devices are exposed to cybersecurity risks such as hacking and harmful attacks from viruses. Your chances of these attacks arise if you charge your electric car at a public station that has your car connected to the grid. Hackers can change steering functions, cut brakes, and turn off lights, risking human life. Additionally, your privacy may be compromised. EVs do offer a lot of convenience, but at the same time, they have also become a public nuisance. You may or may not agree with these things, but at the end of the day, EVs, when kept for charging in public spaces or streets, do not offer a sense of safety to anybody. This is something that all of you need to remember. Do you think it's high time the government came up with more EV-friendly policies? Share your thoughts in the comment section. For more interesting stories and updates, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon for notifications. Goodbye!